The final day of February is the final day of March Madness for the Class 2A girls. We are at Redbird Arena, Doug Collins Court for Nashville and Olney East Richland in our 2A consolation game. Hello and welcome to Redbird Arena, the IHSA TV network. I'm Lee Hall along with Becky Ince, and a rematch in this one. These two teams met in the regular season, and a couple of teams that shot it pretty poorly thanks to the defense they faced yesterday.
Yeah, definitely. West Hancock and Addison Driscoll play stifling defense, and I do think that Nashville and East Richland struggled offensively, and obviously that's not what they've done all season, or they wouldn't be here. They've got to come out today and take high percentage shots and be patient on the offensive end.
All right, we expect much better things from both of these squads here today. Here's how they got here. Nashville over Massac County in a tough semifinal. Then in the super sectional, a close win over Carlinville, and then the 6-point loss to West Hancock. They struggled at the free throw line, did the Titans. Now for East Richland, they beat Fairfield easily, a tough overtime win over Vandalia. They beat Tolono Unity in the super sectional, who had knocked off #1 Central Catholic, and then the loss to Driscoll Catholic yesterday. Let's talk about Nashville. They lose another guard. Rena Ruggles is out with a knee injury, and now it's Jenna Morris. So our key player to the game tonight is their leading scorer. She had a tough night last night. She's got to step up here today.
Yeah, number 32, Tierney McKay. She only stands 5'8", but she is a force down low. She averages 14.9 points per game, and again, she is a leading rebounder on the team as well.
And of course, for the Olney Tigers, they are a well-balanced squad. They get double-figure scoring from three ladies, but your key player tonight is Casey Kensler, one of those three.
Yeah, she has been a warrior. That's how their coach describes them. And again, she had 10 points yesterday and also led the team in rebounding. She was 3 for 3 from the free throw line and tries to do whatever she can to keep her team calm out there.
Brent McKinney will be relying on her senior leadership tonight in this matchup between the Tigers and the Hornets. Let's take a look at the keys to the game first for the Hornets.
Okay, for Nashville, they have to, again, take high percentage shots and be patient just to give themselves some confidence. They also have to take care of the basketball, so obviously East Richland can't score off those turnovers. They've got to attack the rim. Some great things happened yesterday when they penetrated and they kicked it out for the three.
And now the Country Financial keys to the game for Olney East Richland.
Like you talked about earlier, East Richland has to continue with that balancing act and get points from the majority of their players. They also have to finish around the hoop. Yesterday they struggled a little bit finishing shots around the hoop. They also have to control the glass, which they did a great job yesterday. I think they out-rebounded Addison Driscoll by 9.
Nashville beat Olney East Richland on January 17th in the Highland Tournament, 41-34. 2 days later, Rena Ruggles went out with a season-ending knee injury, so it's been a second season, really, for Nashville, and we will have the rematch for you. We'll see how much that affects the Hornets right here tonight in our consolation game in 2A. Back after this on the IHSA TV network. Just about ready to tip things off in tonight's Class 2A consolation game. The Nashville Hornets, Olney East Richland Tigers, both come in with 28 wins. We mentioned that previous meeting at the Highland Tournament. Nashville, a 41-34 winner, rather. Casey Kensler with 11 points to lead the way in that ball game for Olney. And it was Tierney McKay with 14 to lead the way for Nashville. There's a look. As you can see, they, with good reason, would probably meet sometime before they get to Redbird Arena, not too far away from each other down there in southern Illinois. Nashville just north of Carbondale. About an hour or so. There you see the ladies from Olney. And here's a look at the tale of two cities. Nashville, 3,040 population in Washington County, 551 their enrollment. Nashville in the Southern Illinois River to River Mississippi Conference. Olney, 8,344, home of the White Squirrels. Internationally renowned. Richland County, enrollment of 691. They play in the Apollo Conference. Are you aware of the White Squirrels? Several different, you'll have to Google that. There's several different theories on how the White Squirrels came to arrive in Olney. A couple of differing theories. But they're world famous, and they celebrated the 100-year anniversary of the White Squirrels in Olney back in 2002. Let's go over to Jeff Fritzen for tonight's lineups for tonight's 2A consolation game.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, here are the starting lineups for the third place game of the Class 2A IHSA State Finals. First from Nashville, a sophomore, number 10, Melanie Ryan. From Olney, a sophomore, number 12, Taylor Stevenson. From Nashville, a junior, number 21, Annie Baroviak. From Olney, a senior, number 34, Casey Kinsler. For Nashville, a senior, number 23, Haley Fark. For Olney, a senior, number 41, Laddie Stellar. From Nashville, a senior, number 32, Tierney McKay. For Olney, a senior, number 42, Nicole Coker. For Nashville, a sophomore, number 42, Jennifer Moeller. And from Olney, a sophomore, number 44, Ebony Brumfield. Nashville brings a 27-6 record into tonight's game. They're coached by Wayne Hari. Olney brings a 28-8 record into the game. They're coached by Brent McKinney. The officials for tonight's game, Steve Fouch, Dave Hasley, and Paul Dalby. And as the players and coaches wish each other good luck at half court, the IHSA Board of Directors and member schools expect and promote good sportsmanship from all athletes, coaches, students, parents, and spectators. All right, girls, wish each other good luck. We ask your cooperation, fans, in supporting the participants and the officials in a positive manner.
All right, the teams meeting at center court to exchange handshakes, show each other good sportsmanship. Brought to us by Walgreens. Walgreens, a proud sponsor of the IHSA's Do What's Right Good Sportsmanship campaign. And we see the result in the starting lineup for Nashville. Baroviak not in the starting lineup last night. She's in there tonight for the injured Jenna Morris, who was hurt on the final play of the game last night in their loss to West Hancock. Olney East Richland with the same group of young ladies out there tonight. Both teams looking for win number 29. They're in the house from Olney. And jumping center, it'll be Jennifer Moeller for Nashville and Laddie Stallard for the Tigers, and the Tigers control the tip. Olney East Richland in the Elite Eight back in 2002. These girls were in grade school back then. So a tradition for the program, but a new tradition for this group of girls here at Redbird Arena this weekend. One team will take home a third place trophy, the other the fourth. A little matchup zone here, Becky.
Yeah, and I would assume they're making that adjustment. Obviously, having Jenna Morris out, she kind of led the defensive pressure out on the perimeter.
Taylor Stevenson with it. Her sister played in that Elite Eight, Sarah. And a turnover as Casey Kinsler can't hang on. There's a look at Wayne Hari, the 6th appearance in tournament history. He has 5 sectional titles this decade for the Hornets. What a great job he's done with the program. Double team there, the pressure from Olney. Nashville breaks it with the long pass. And that was Haley Fark with the miss. Here come the Tigers the other way. No score, we played a minute. Stevenson.
Looked like Olney was a little more aggressive with that 2-2-1 today. Last night they were not as aggressive trapping against Driscoll.
Tigers patient this trip under second-year coach Brent McKinney. 40 and 26 for him in his 2 years. 28-8 this season. Quite a turnaround. Stallard tries to work off the screen. Now she gives it to the screener. And Kinsler off the mark. Melanie Ryan, number 10, running the point out of the top of the key. They go inside to Moeller. She works against the double team, has it bounce off the rim and no good. A good look, though, for Jennifer Moeller, the sophomore. Stallard traveled. She had nowhere to go after she picked up her dribble. What do you anticipate tonight? Maybe kind of a game in the 30s, 40s, something like that?
Yeah, both teams, I think it's going to be a defensive battle because both teams obviously take pride in the defensive end.
There you got a good look at Brent McKinney. He was looking for an orange sport coat earlier this week, and he looks rather resplendent in the black pinstripes and the orange tie. 5:42 left. Both teams still kind of feeling each other out as Moeller drives to the hoop and scored. She got a good look on the earlier possession. That time she finishes. There's Kensler again. Her third shot attempt is good. She averages 10.7 a game.
They're going to need to hit some of those because you can tell that Nashville's really trying to challenge the outside shooters. They're packing it inside that lane.
Good job by the Hornets of breaking the press again. Fark, jumper, no good. Good rebound there by Melanie Ryan, the sophomore. Ryan again, top of the key. That's a three. And it'll bounce out of bounds. And you talk about Nashville and what this team has had to go through, losing Rena Ruggles, their point guard, their starting point guard. Now they lose Jenna Morris here on the final day of the season. All right, we're tied after just 3 minutes and 6 seconds, back after this local timeout. Back at Redbird Arena, pretty good contingent from both schools for a consolation game here tonight. We were talking before the break, Becky, about Nashville losing their starting point guard Rena Ruggles last month. Wayne Hari said at the time it seemed like we had to start all over again. Didn't know if we'd survive without her. We started from scratch. And he told us he was really surprised at how this team came together and adjusted without her.
Yeah, and I think he could be surprised again. They really look like they're out there believing that they can get this job done, and they've overcome a lot already, and I think Wayne Hari has this team believing they can do it.
Nashville man-to-man. Marissa Runyon, number 21, is in there now for Olney. Here's Stevenson. She drives and she's fouled. Her sister Sarah is second on the school's all-time scoring list with 2,504 points, and she played her college ball right here at Illinois State University. As we look at the highs and lows for Olney East Richland, they're low on the season last night against Driscoll, just 29 points as they shot 21% from the floor. Taylor Stevenson's first free throw is good. Ebony Brumfield back into the ball game. She replaces Nicole Coker for Olney East Richland. Stevenson makes them both. It's a 4-2 lead. Nashville again breaking the pressure. This time it's McKay dribbling it up, and the Hornets will set up. Borowiak. It's off the mark. And out of bounds to Olney East Richland.
Both times Nashville took pretty quick shots off that 2-2-1. I would assume Wayne Hari wants his Hornets obviously being a little bit more patient. .405 to go here in the first. 4-2 lead for Olney. They can't convert there. Here come the Hornets. McKay, just one field goal last night for her in the lane, bounces no good, gets it back.
She'll bring it out and throw it away. I guess if you're Wayne Hari in Nashville, you've got to look at the scoreboard and say, hey, we're already doing as well as we did last night in the entire first half. Just one field goal for the Hornets as Mackenzie Newman checks in for them. Laddie Stallard with it. Now kick in the corner. That three off the mark for Kinsler. Here come the Hornets, 2-on-1. Rhine, tough shot, but she's fouled.
Looks like Nashville's kind of switching up their defense, going back and forth between obviously their man-to-man and their 2-3 matchup zone.
Fouls on Taylor Stevenson, her first. Melanie Rhine, the sophomore, goes to the line. She was 30 of 33 on the season coming into last night. She was 3 of 5 at the line in last night's game. There you look at Wayne Hari in his 9th year as head coach. Melanie Rhine bounces them both in. 4-4 ball game. Laddie Stallard goes to work. She's gone to state 4 straight years, all 4 of her years in cross country, to state at Detweiler Park, Peoria. One of the 3 sport athletes that are getting rarer and rarer these days. Under 3 minutes to go now in the first, tied at 4. Here's Stevenson. She gets bodied up by Melanie Rhine, who draws her first personal.
I feel like Stevenson's being a lot more aggressive. I thought yesterday she was pretty passive, and she's really trying to create things for East Richland here.
Brumfield with it. And now Stallard will get the offense rolling. We'll go out of a different set this trip. Here's Stevenson from the wing, bounces it off the backboard, no good. Both teams with just 1 field goal. Rhine kicks to Newman. Check that, Moeller. Jennifer Moeller with her second basket.
Looks like Nashville wants to kind of speed this game up, get this ball game going in an up-tempo style.
Stallard. And Wayne Hari waving at his defenders to get over on her. You never have to guess what Coach Hari's thinking, do you? His Hornets lead it by 2. This is McKay. 15 points a game for her. Trying to create off the dribble without much success right now. Get it back into her on the baseline. She kicks out to Newman. Free throw line jumper just off. Mackenzie Newman came off the bench and contributed nicely for Nashville last night. Minute 30 to go here in the first. Stallard almost traveled, lost control of it. And now McKay with the takeaway. Olney gets it back. Brumfield, triple teamed, and she's fouled. That foul will go against Haley Fark, her first.
Both teams seem pretty evenly matched here. I know last night East Richland really struggled with that Lynn Forrest girl, and you know today it seems like they're more evenly matched.
Some for Olney as Melanie Zwilling, 5'1" senior. She replaces Kinsler. Olney with the inbounds. They trail it by 2 here. West Hancock and Driscoll Catholic for the state championship coming up after this. Zwilling's pass pretty tough to handle. They say it's off Nashville, right in front of the Nashville crowd. They don't agree. Nicole Coker back in for Olney. She replaces Marissa Runyon. 50.1 seconds to go. first quarter. More defense by the Hornets. Melanie Ryan causing some problems out there for the Lady Tigers.
Haley Fark was kind of a defensive, she was a defensive stopper yesterday. She really applied the pressure, and it seems like she's kind of given the Nashville Hornets that same spark here tonight.
Here's McKay looking to create off the dribble again. She gets an opening and scores that time. Tierney McKay with her first basket. It's an 8-4 lead for Nashville. 22 seconds to go, first quarter. East Richland going to be content to fire the last shot here. Laddie Stallard. Nice crossover move into the lane. She gives it up, and a bucket for Nicole Coker at the buzzer. Nice move by Laddie Stallard as the Tigers pull to within 2 after 1 quarter. Back after this on the IHSA TV network. And we talk about the injury troubles for the Nashville Hornets. Here's a look last night at Jenna Morris. Late in the ball game, the drive to the hoop, she came down and was that right? Was it it was an ankle?
Yeah, it was an ankle injury.
She had to be helped off the court, and what a job she has done without Rena Ruggles. So they are sitting side by side over there on the bench. That's Jenna on the left, and Rena Ruggles with the big knee brace on. She wants to say hi to Grandpa Dick back in he was the head coach of Cobden back in '64 when the boys finished second to Pekin, and Dottie Hawkins coached Dragons back in the day.
Nashville did a great job of boxing out there yesterday. East Richland out-rebounded Driscoll by 9, and so obviously to lose that game, usually if you out-rebound a team, you're going to win the ball game. And so Nashville did a great job of keeping them off the offensive boards.
Jump ball call. There was a foul called while we were talking about the injury. I believe it was on Stevenson. It was, and that's her second. Taylor Stevenson with 2 personal fouls now. Melanie Ryan now thrust into the point guard spot as a sophomore. They go inside. Moeller off the glass. Give her 2 more. She's off to a great start with 6.
Nashville's doing a great job of finding their post, and the posts are doing a phenomenal job of finishing.
10-6 Nashville the lead. They beat Olney East Richland by 7 a month ago. Kensler, our key player, gets the shooter's roll there. She's got 4. Back to a 2-point game.
Kensler did a good job there reading that screen. She came off that ball screen and took the jump shot. She saw they didn't hedge high on that and hit it.
Nashville's really done a nice job with that almost half-court diagonal pass to break the press. Here's McKay getting a free lane down the run down the lane rather, but a nice follow by Moeller on the miss. She's got 8. Jennifer Moeller with 8. She averages 10.5, and a timeout. Here's a look at our first quarter stats brought to us by Menards. Save big money at Menards. Neither team shooting it particularly well, and the rebounding edge goes to Nashville. And it's a 12-8 lead right now for the Hornets.
But Jennifer Moeller just seems to be on a mission. She's doing a great job of being physical underneath the hoop. She's finishing her shots, and I'm just really impressed with her play right now.
And here's a look at the NAR facts from Olney East Richland. Actually, Olney, founded in 1841. There you go. White squirrels have the right of way in Olney. A $200 fine for running over a white squirrel, young lady. So now you know. If you go to Olney, you better be looking out for the white squirrels. And they are white. They're albino.
I've seen black squirrels, but no white squirrels.
Nashville sits alongside the Kaskaskia and Big Muddy Divide. Nashville Road runs from Coulterville to Nashville along the divide. Former U.S. Supreme Court Justice Harry Blackmun, born in Nashville in 1908. That's how they said it back then, 1908. There's a little Olney Tiger. Look at you. Breaking them in early in Olney. Yeah, oh, we love you too, buddy. Oh, jeez. To be young again. 4-point lead for Nashville. Drive to the hoop for Kensler. Casey Kensler with 6 points.
Again, Casey read that screen and took it strong to the hoop. They came out and tried to stop her hitting that jump shot off that ball screen. Instead, she took it strong to the hoop.
Parks' three-pointer no good. She hustles after the long rebound. And we've got a jump ball call, and it will come the other way to Olney. And again, we just, for point of reference, East Richland High School is in Olney. There is a West Richland High School in Richland County. The official designation from the IHSA is Olney East Richland. I think they're just known as Olney back home. Nice job by Kensler. Woo. She paid for that offensive rebound. She'll get a chance at the free throw line. First foul on McKay. And Casey Kensler, the 5'8" senior at the line where she shoots 74%. Brent McKinney calls her a bulldog, a go-getter, always around the ball, as we saw on that trip. And we're tied at 12 as she makes both free throws. Nice job again, breaking the press and getting it across the timeline for the Hornets. 12-12 our score, 5:33 to go second quarter. State championship game in 2A to follow. West Hancock going for their second straight championship, and Melanie Ryan dragged her right foot.
Yeah, both teams are using a lot of ball screens on the offense.
Now that is a good look. I like that. The Tiger body paint. That's body paint. I thought it was a shirt at first. I think that's body paint. Trying to work it to Brumfield in the post. She has to come out of there. Nice defensive job down there by Newman. Nashville defenders pretty active.
When Olney does get it inside, they just collapse hard on the post.
Under 5 minutes to go now here, second quarter. Stevens' shot blocked, and it will remain Olney ball. And they will take it out when we return. Game tied at 12 with 4:45 to go in the second, back after this local timeout. Back at Redbird Arena, that's dedication for a consolation game, isn't it? Although they must have run out of paint because they didn't quite, you know, one guy's short sleeves didn't get his face. The other guy didn't get to go up to the hairline. And is that a cat fight? Is that what that's supposed to be? I don't know.
I think so.
Their Tigers are clawing away here in the consolation game. Tied at 12. Laddie Stallard in the lane draws a foul. Haley Fark, her second. Gladys Stallard, a 73% free thrower. She had 7 points, 9 rebounds last night against Bristol. That's her first point of the night. Borowiak back in for Nashville. She gives Fark a rest. And Stallard strokes them both. A little bit of a run here for the Tigers. 6-0 run as they take a 2-point lead.
I'm pretty impressed with how Olney gets back in that 2-2-1. They really sprint in the backside, and that's obviously got to make Coach McKinney happy.
Yeah, Nashville's doing a good job of breaking it across half court, but they haven't gotten any layups off of it. That's a good point. They are recovering enough to deny the basket.
Yeah,
anyway.
definitely, like you said, Nashville's doing a great job of breaking it, but they're not getting any easy baskets, and that's obviously a credit to Olney's hustle back.
Hornets get it out of bounds. Stevenson takes it away. Quickly ahead to Brumfield. Nice spin move, and she's fouled, and she'll go to the line. Boy, what a nice spin move. Good defense. She just made a better offensive play.
And you can tell Nashville was trying to anticipate it. They came in on the triple team, but she still took that ball up strong, and now she gets to shoot two.
Foul was on Newman, her first. Ebony Brumfield is just a 50% free thrower. She misses the first. 13 double-doubles this year for Ebony Brumfield, the senior. Splits the free throws, and it's a 15-12 lead. Oh, she's a sophomore? I have her as a senior. I'm sorry.
She plays like a senior.
Hornets turn it over. Tigers on a little bit of a run here. Brumfield goes to work again. Bounces off the front of the rim, no good, and Stevenson touched it last. Here come the Hornets. McKay with it. She's got just 2 points tonight. She really tries to create off the dribble, doesn't she?
Yeah, and she's done a better job of that this evening. Last night I thought she struggled a little bit penetrating, and she's trying to create things. Right now, Olney's just playing phenomenal defense. They're not really allowing a lot of easy shots here.
Held ball, Nashville will hang on to it. Haley Fark back in, replacing McKay. Well, when we talk about losing Rena Ruggles, Wayne Hari said it's like losing your quarterback. We have to be organized to score, he says. We're still not organized enough for me, but good enough to get here. So you know he's a demanding coach. Fark, nice move, bounces it no good, gets her own rebound though. And a foul against Olney. Looks like it'll go against Casey Kensler.
I think Nashville's got to look inside again to Jennifer Muller. Some good things happen when they're getting her the ball inside.
Third team foul on Olney. Nashville tries to force it inside. Nicole Coker comes up with the steal. She had 10 rebounds last night. Here's Stevenson to the glass and good. Her first field goal. And it's a 5-point Olney lead. And finally a double team out of that. And there's the 10 count. So that's the thing about those presses. They may not work every time, but it's kind of like a build-up, isn't it?
Yeah, and Olney seemed to have a lot more energy there. Stevenson had that great finish down low, and they came out trapping hard, and you can see they got the crowd going now.
And that might be one of those plays you can chalk up to not having two of your guards out there, right?
Oh, definitely, and I would assume that's what Brett McKinney's hoping. He's trying to apply some more pressure, knowing that they don't have obviously a constant ball handler out there.
Hornets break it again. 2:20 to go. Olney's on an 11-4 run here in the second quarter. Ryan takes it to the hoop where she's fouled. She'll go to the line. Take another look. Brumfield's first foul.
I liked how Melanie Ryan took that in strong. You know, Brumfield was there and she wasn't scared. She just took it up strong.
Ryan misses that one. She made 4 free throws, 4 straight to ice the super sectional win over Carlinville earlier this week. Makes the second. Annie Borowiak checks back in for Nashville. They could use her three-point shooting. She made 11 in the three-point shootout here to make it to the Final Four. There's Laddie Stallard with it, looking to create. And the foul on McKay on the pass into the post. That's her second.
Olney's just getting a lot more movement on the offense. Last night I thought they kept the ball on one side of the court. Again, that's credit to the Driscoll defense, but they're doing a better job of moving that ball around and getting some obviously open looks and some fouls on Nashville.
It's their 7th team foul, in fact, so Laddie Stallard will go to the line. She's made both of her attempts tonight. And we jinxed her there. Nashville, a good job of getting to the line. Or check that, I meant Olney, 7 of 9 at the line. And an offensive board there for Moeller, and she's fouled. She'll go to the free throw strike. It's 2 on Casey Kensler. Jennifer Moeller, 90% at the line this season. Pretty good for a 5'10" sophomore. I'm just going to quit saying how everybody's done at the line because
I think
I'm jinxing both sides.
Same thing happened last night with Wes Hancock. I think Marley Hall was perfect, and after we said something, she missed the next 3.
Equal opportunity offender over here. Boy, she missed them both, too. A little over a minute and a half to go. The Tigers lead it here 17-13.
Looks like they're trying a little bit of their 2-3 zone again.
Made a little bit of hay at the line, 4 of 5 in the second quarter at the free throw line. Number 22, Kayla Shar, now in there for Nashville as they come away with the steal. Jennifer Moeller brings it across. And that's a luxury for Wayne Hari, a 5'10" young lady that can bring the ball up the floor. They've had to use a lot of different people bringing the ball up since Rena Ruggles has gone out with a knee injury.
Yeah, and for the most part, they're handling it pretty well. They struggle a little bit against that full court press, but like I said, I really like how this Jennifer Muller is really playing. She's done some great things at a block down there, key offensive rebounds and putbacks. I really think they got to continue giving her the ball down low.
36 seconds left. Nashville down 4 with the ball here in the waning seconds of the second quarter. McKay gives to Fark. Haley Fark with nowhere to go. Very patient trip for Nashville this time. Moeller. Now Haley Fark with 15 seconds. Here's Tierney McKay, the senior, with 8 seconds to go. Stolen away by Laddie Stallard. McKay gets it back. 3, 2. Her shot blocked. But a foul on Ebony Brumfield with 1.1 seconds left in the half. Got her right there on the hand.
Yeah, that's a foul you don't really want to have. Brett McKinney doesn't look very happy with that.
Tierney McKay at the line. Her first free throw. She's 68%. Okay, I have to at least say how well they've shot it during the year, don't I? Courtney Hagemeyer, number 25, makes her first appearance for the Hornets. And McKay will try again. Honorable mention All-Stater at 15 points a game. The lid is on at the free throw line, and that's how the first half will end. Olney East Richland with the 17-13 lead after 16 minutes here in our 2A consolation game. As we look at Taylor Stevenson taking it to the hoop. Back after this on the IHSA TV network.
Welcome back to Redbird Arena here at Illinois State University. We're at the NAR Realtors halftime show. The NAR wants you to know that home ownership is an investment in your future. When ready to buy or sell a home, contact a realtor, a member of the NAR. Kathy Widener alongside Bob Morris, former Normal U High coach, and Bob, a low-scoring first half. And unfortunately, with the way that this tournament has gone for Olney, East Richland, and for Nashville, kind of expected, unfortunately, with only 5 field goals both ways.
Well, they have found a rough going getting offense in sync out here, no question about it. We've got Olney shooting at 29% and Nashville shooting at 31% in the first half. So they both have had their struggles. But some part of that has been the fact that there's been good defense played too. Both teams are getting after it. Olney's 2-2-1 press, full court press, back into their man-to-man has presented problems, I think, for the Nashville Hornets, and it's been a difficult thing coming. No question they're going to have to try to generate some offense, find some ways to do that, and I think Nashville also is they had trouble with Rena Ruggles going down, and I think they're now, without Miss Morris being available, they're going to have to use some smoke and mirrors, I think, to find offense in the second half.
Yeah, and when you talk about going against that 2-2-1 press, when you don't have a true point guard that you can rely on, that makes it extra difficult, because before they had Ruggles and then they had Morris, and now all of a sudden they don't have that one go-to point guard, Bob.
That's exactly right, and life gets really difficult at that point in time. A point guard is really the essence of your ball club, because they have the ball in their hands so much, particularly against a team like Olney that presses, and they press on every possession. Every time they make a basket, it's a full court 2-2-1. Every time they miss, it's a three-quarter court 2-2-1, and then they get you with their half-court man.
And a 17-13 score here at the half, and it was a difficult second quarter for Nashville. They hung in the first quarter, had a lead by 2 at the end of 1, and then all of a sudden Olney East Richland kind of pulled away there a little bit in the second quarter.
They did. They forced some turnovers, I think, and we saw what we've been discussing, the difficulties that Nashville being without a point guard at this point. Olney is taking advantage of that and applying pressure, and that is resulting in some turnovers, and then they're getting many more shots because of the turnovers there.
17-13, Olney East Richland with the lead over Nashville, and we will take a timeout, a local break here in the IHSA Television Network. Welcome back to Redbird Arena, 17-13, East Richland with the lead over Nashville here at the half. And we're going to take a look at the first half stats for this consolation game. And I guess the thing that stands out, both teams, Bob, with 5 field goals in this game. And we talked about the struggles that both teams have had shooting the basketball, and we talked about 5 field goals. Obviously, that has continued here in the first half.
Well, yes, that has. You know, the 5 field goals is not an overabundance of scoring by anybody, no question about it. But the one thing, you know, that Nashville has done to compensate for that is they've hit the boards hard. They've got a rebound advantage at 16 to 9, and that's giving them some second chance opportunities to keep them in the game, and it's also drawing fouls when they get those rebounds on the offensive end and try to put them back up and get fouled. So they're doing what they have to do with the limited weapons that they have tonight, and I respect them for that. And East Richland, they're doing what they have to do. They only have 5 field goals, but they're applying a lot of defensive pressure.
17-13 is the score here at the half. Olney East Richland with the lead over Nashville. As we look at the scoring numbers and the scoring leaders, Moeller with 8 to lead Nashville. East Richland, Kensler played pretty good in that first half for East Richland to score 8 points, and then it drops off after that for both sides. But we'll see what the second half has in store for this consolation game, and let's preview a little bit the championship game coming up in just a little bit. Addison Driscoll against the defending Class 2A state champs West Hancock, and that one should be a good ball game, Bob, in a matchup of 2 big girls.
Well, it will be. I think that's going to be the classic matchup of the tournament. And when you get 2 girls that are arguably the 2 of the better players in the tournament, that they're going to have an opportunity to showcase their talents against one another. Their 2 teams have played the best over the weekend to get here. Then I think that's what a championship game is all about. You've got Linfors at 6'4", plugging the middle up defensively, scoring threat for Addison Driscoll that I think is going to be a real challenge for anybody to stop her.
And we will take a local timeout here on the IHSA Television Network.
(17-13) our halftime score. Olney East Richland with the lead over Nashville. Lee Hall, Becky Ince back courtside. Olney East Richland, the edge belongs to them at the free throw line, doesn't it?
Definitely. You know, we've got Nashville shooting 37%, so you know Coach Hari had to go into that locker room talking about free throw percentage, and neither team is shooting real well again offensively, but both teams are really getting after it on the defensive end.
Let's take a look at some of the first half highlights for you. Nice job by Jennifer Moeller picking up her game here in the absence of Jenna Morris.
You know, she really didn't do a whole lot yesterday, but again, she's averaging like 10.7 a game, and she's really coming on strong. She's doing a lot of little things too. She got a huge block down on the other end, and obviously finishing around the basket.
Nicole Coker with the bucket for Olney, and then it's Tierney McKay with the drive to the hoop, but look at Moeller just kind of hanging around and putting in the offensive rebound. And now here we have our key player, Casey Kensler. She's got 8 as well. A couple of free throws to add in there as Nashville trails East Richland here 17-13 at the half. We'll have the second half coming your way after this on the IHSA TV network. Just about ready to get underway here in the third quarter. Olney East Richland the 17-13 lead over Nashville. And this is kind of about what we talked about, kind of a low-scoring first half. We'll see how things go in the second half.
Yeah, I think Olney's got to continue with that 2-2-1 that's caused Nashville a lot of problems. And like we said, it's a little bit too, obviously, Jenna Morris getting injured last night. I think Nashville's got to be more patient on the offensive end and try to get inside to Jennifer Moeller again. And
maybe by necessity, they averaged 56 points a game in the regular season. In the postseason, all of that played without Rena Ruggles, just 37 points per game, and they won 5 straight in the postseason with that average coming down here to Redbird Arena. Drive into the lane by Kensler, tapped away, loose ball, jump ball, and it will go to the Hornets. No three-pointers made so far in this game. Olney 0 for 2, Nashville 0 for 3 from behind the arc. The three-point shooting hasn't been all that great down here this weekend, has it?
No, it hasn't. But again, I think you've got a lot of teams that are applying a lot of ball pressure, and that makes it obviously more difficult to try to get a good shot off.
Ryan kicks it to Moeller. Moeller and Newman try to work a little two-man game there over on the side. Now they swing it around. McKay into the lane. Laddie Staller looked like she had a lot of ball, but she'll be whistled for the foul. That's her first.
That was good ball movement, and then Tierney McKay making the smart decision, take it strong to the hole. Obviously, East Richland didn't rotate very well over there and was a little slow getting over and drew the foul.
First foul of the half, quickly into Newman. Turnaround jumper off the glass. Nice look. And there's Moeller with the rebound. Newman didn't know it. She was at half court. Ryan looks to get something going now for the Hornets. And Melanie Ryan dropped something. Coverage of this IHSA basketball tournament is sponsored by Walgreens and Zero Cal Water. Zero Cal Water is exclusively available at Walgreens and a proud sponsor of this IHSA network broadcast. Our thanks to Walgreens and all the sponsors that make this telecast possible. Under 7 minutes to go now here in the third. No scoring so far since halftime. McKay looks to create over the dribble. She carries it. She's had a tough time.
Well, both teams are really, though, collapsing in the lane when obviously either one is driving hard to the lane. They just seem to collapse and surround the ball handler.
Taylor Stevenson with it. Now Kensler on the wing. Brumfield, nice spin move again, up through the crowd, but doesn't get a whistle, and here come the Hornets the other way.
She likes that spin move, and I think Nashville's kind of anticipated it, and the help side's really there, taking it away.
Haley Fark for 3, that's an air ball. Nice hustle by Ryan to save it in, and the Hornets maintain possession. Nashville won the first meeting between these two teams 41-34. Trying to go for the sweep, and up and in for Jennifer Moeller. She's at her average. That's 10 points for her.
This is a great job by Haley Fark to obviously utilize that pick and roll there. And again, Moeller did a phenomenal job of finishing that.
Missed both of her free throw attempts tonight, but she makes that. She's got 11. It's a 1-point game. Marissa Runyon checks back in for Olney, replacing Ebony Brumfield. Brumfield, that was her third personal foul. Tigers go to work with a 1-point lead. Stallard. Now it's Coker on the baseline. Baseline pass, but she connects. Only patient against a pretty good defensive stand this trip by Nashville. Kensler looks to drive, and she's fouled.
Olney seems to get a lot off that little flare screen play that they run. After it, they either hit the shot or they've been driving to the hoop.
3 on McKay. Annie Borowiak back in. She replaces Mackenzie Newman for Nashville. Kick ball, will try again. West Hancock and Driscoll Catholic for the 2A state championship to follow. Stevenson, pull-up jumper, in and out. Loose ball on the floor. Wayne Hari stamps the floor as it's a free-for-all. Olney retains possession. There's a look at the coach. Inbounds to Stallard, taken away. Here comes Moeller, trying to go all the way, and a foul on Laddie Stallard over the back.
She's a nice head fake there. Try to get that, obviously her up, I think it was Stevenson off of her feet and then drew the foul there. Actually, it was Stallard.
Yeah, that's 2 on Stallard this quarter and for the game. And now it's Moeller at the line. 90% free thrower on the season. I waited till after she made it. She was a starter midway through last season, and she's had a heck of a year as a sophomore. You're not going to blame that miss on me, are you? 17 all. We'll have a timeout on the next dead ball as the Lady Tigers look to regain the lead. Stevenson, top of the key, can't get the roll. And it's Moeller with another rebound. She had 4 steals last night. She does a little bit of everything. Long down court pass to Borowiak. And the Hornets will run the offense. Moeller looks to step through, bounces it off the Olney defender, and here come the Lady Tigers. Nice job by Nashville. You talked about that earlier in the press. They get back well on defense no matter what, don't they?
Yeah.
And unforced error there. Kensler had her hands on it and kind of looked away and lost it. 4:03 to go in the third. We're tied back after this local timeout. The Nashville Hornet fans getting jiggy with it. Yep. Don't haze the security guys, all right? Y'all are on TV. Oh, you're on TV. I don't care. 17 all. You know, we talked about the shooting percentages from last night, and I think defense is going to be just kind of the theme of the weekend as Ryan gets fouled. Nashville shot 28% tonight. They're at 31% right now. Olney 21% last night. They're at 25% tonight. It's just pretty good defense being played this weekend.
Yeah, and you got to give credit to Nashville because now Jenna Morris out. He hasn't really obviously used a lot of subs here, and they're playing very hard and getting after it. But I wonder if that's maybe why they're missing some free throws. They don't have their legs underneath them. Ryan
into the lane, turns it over. Here comes Taylor Stevenson leading the break. She pulls up at the free throw line and hits. 6 for Stevenson. That's the first points of the second half.
She's had about 5 of those go in and out and finally knocked one down.
First points of the second half for Olney. Mackenzie Newman will wait for the troops to rally around her at the other end. Haley Fark the miss. Ryan touched it last. It'll be Olney ball.
It does seem like Nashville could maybe attack a little bit more off that 2-2-1, but I don't think that Haley Newman's real confident of handling the ball out there.
Kensler looks to create. She really doesn't have anywhere to go and loses it out of bounds. Nice defense by Jennifer Moeller. Mackenzie Newman was there to back her up as well. .245 left in the third. It's a 19-17 lead for the Tigers. Not much scoring here in the third. Just 2 field goals combined. Melanie Ryan gives to Newman. She kicks out. Moeller gets into the lane. Hesitates and shoots. She did a nice job of hesitating when she got in the air to let the defender's hand go around her.
Yeah, and she uses that backboard nicely.
14 for Moeller. Here's a 3 for Kensler off the mark. Tied at 19. Here comes Haley Fark. Stevenson there. Layup off the glass, no good. Good job by Stevenson to get there and cause a little bit of problem for her.
Yeah, I definitely thought that Stevenson did a phenomenal job of getting back, because she could have been obviously pouting down here that she turned the ball over, but hustled back.
Two teams that know each other fairly well. They've met before. Laddie Stallard will try the 3. Rebound for Coker. And she's fouled on the offensive rebound. She'll go to the line. It's 3 on Haley Fark. Nicole Coker goes to the line for the first time tonight. Brett McKinney talks about her heart and desire as an undersized post player. We saw it there on that offensive rebound. She's got 3 now, and it's a 1-point Olney lead. The left-hander bounces it no good. (20-19) the Olney lead here over Nashville. Olney trying to avenge that regular season loss to the Hornets. Moeller, nice job again. Boy, she's really got a feel for it down low. 16 for Jennifer Moeller.
She just uses that little head fake and creates herself some space to get to that basket.
Kensler will try the 3. That was a good looking shot all the way. That's the first 3 of the game for either team. Kensler with 11. It's a 2-point lead for the Lady Tigers. Under a minute to go now in the third. Oh, Newman had a great look at it if she could just hang on. They say Olney touched it last. Inside, they'll try Moeller again. That shot off the mark. Good battle down low. And Ryan will be whistled for the foul as Nicole Coker hits the floor hard. It's 2 on Melanie Ryan. Kayla Shar back in for the Hornets, replacing Haley Fark. Olney with the lead and the ball here in the closing seconds of the third quarter. 2A consolation basketball.
Back to the 2-3 zone. It seems like Coach Hari's kind of switching it up when he has different personnel in.
Brett McKinney will hold for the last shot. Kensler will try to make it 2 threes in a row. It's off, tapped out of there by Kayla Shar. And we will go into the fourth quarter. Olney with the 2-point lead over Nashville. Back after this on the IHSA TV network. Illinois Basketball Coaches Association honored some players at halftime. That is Belinda Skasma in the green and white stripes there. She is Jack Sikma's cousin of St. Anne and Illinois Wesleyan fame. Big Jack rebounded all the misses by friend Jim Molinari back at Illinois Wesleyan for Denny Bridges. Went on to an NBA career. Congratulations to all the All-Staters who were honored at halftime.
Good
Here
hands
comes
there
the takeaway by Kensler and misses the layup. Tell you what, in a low-scoring game, that was a big play. A little bit of a break there for Nashville. Will they take advantage of it here? Moeller. Check that, Newman. Fourth quarter action in the 2A state consolation game. West Hancock and Driscoll Catholic for the state championship coming up next on the IHSA TV network. Lee Hall and Becky Ince bringing you the game tonight. Kathy Wagner, Bob Morris upstairs to bring you further analysis. Nashville on the break this trip. And a walk that time by the sophomore Melanie Ryan. That's 12 turnovers for the Hornets.
Seemed to just hesitate, didn't know whether to shoot it or take it to the hoop, causing the travel.
Pretty good defense by the Hornets this season, allowing just 27.4 points per game. They've allowed 23 to this point to Olney East Richland. Wayne Hari's Nashville program came home with a fourth place trophy in 2002. They'd like to improve on that here tonight.
Seems like Olney's gone back to just kind of relying on that outside shot. I don't think Ebony Brumfield has touched the ball much inside. But again, Newman's doing a phenomenal job on the defense on her.
Stevenson's shot no good. Brumfield trying to make some offense for herself. Good job going to the board that time for Ebony Brumfield. Here's our Menards stats through three quarters. Save big money at Menards. Pretty close on the field goal percentage. East Richland the slide edge at the free throw line, and both teams combined 1 of 11 from behind the arc. Ebony Brumfield with her third free throw attempt of the night. That one's good.
Free throws are going to be really important in this low-scoring game here. They're going to need to step up and make those shots.
Ebony Brumfield had 14 points, 10 boards against Tolono Unity in the super sectional win. She makes them both. It's 25-21. Nashville tries to answer. Borowiak from outside, no good. Rebound and taken away. Courtney Hegemeyer, the sophomore, in there with the rebound, but she couldn't hang on. Brumfield against the double team, she walked. Might have gotten bumped a little bit there, but she's called for the travel.
It's been physical inside all night.
Olney led by 5 earlier in the second quarter. They're up 4 here. Borowiak tries to cut that, just short. Oh, and maybe a break there for Olney. Now the refs are going to talk it over. It looked like it went off Olney. They talk it over, and it'll be Nashville ball. Now, Olney's not going to like that, but I think as a basketball fan, you have to like the officials talking it over and getting the right call. And from our vantage point, it looked like it should be Nashville ball.
Yeah, I think it was the right call.
Hornets down 4. Tierney McKay with just 2 points for the Hornets tonight. They look to get it inside. And a nice, muscular, strong move by Courtney Hegemeyer.
I don't think she played at all yesterday.
She did not. She only averages 3.8 points a game. Sophomore with the bucket to make it a 2-point ball game. really a strong move down in the post for her.
Yeah, it was a good catch, too. It was a tough pass to complete there.
McKay goes for the steal. Staller drives around her, in and out. And Courtney Hagemeyer with the rebound. Making the most of her minutes. That's what coaches like to see. Make a difference while you're in there.
Especially when you have a player that got injured last night, Jenna Morris. You know, as a coach, you hope that someone else could step in and do little things for him, and that's what Hagemeyer has done.
McKay on the drive. She's fouled by Laddie Staller. That's her third. I was chuckling because Wayne Hari was doing aerobics over there on the sideline. It's a 25-23 lead for Olney East Richland with 4:38 to go here. Hagemeyer, some nice contribution off the bench. Back after this local timeout. Here's a look at Walgreens' picture-perfect moment. Walgreens, a proud sponsor of the IHSA Do What's Right Good Sportsmanship campaign. I'm guessing just by the gray on the side there that maybe that's Grandpa with a couple of the grandkids. It's a cute little... That's not a picture-perfect moment right there.
Elvis kind of resembles you, Lee.
No. Elvis was much better looking. Elvis will be at the I-2 Hall tomorrow at 1. At the Heart of Illinois Down Syndrome Spaghetti Dinner if you'd like to come see him. Come one, come all. Phone your neighbors, phone your friends.
Not what Coach Ari probably wanted out of that timeout.
The picture of Elvis or the turnover? That's not what I wanted out of a timeout either. Here come the Tigers with a 2-point lead. Brumfield, tough pass inside.
Hagemeyer again with the steal.
Oh, I got it. Guy in the blue coat makes the catch. Thank you, thank you. I did that in baseball at a game this year while we were doing it on the internet. Got to keep that one though. Inside, Moeller can't get it to fall, but she'll go to the line. Now, my friend Mike Dimmick at News 25 in Peoria will be shocked to know that I caught the ball and didn't shoot it. Jennifer Moeller back at the line. Spent a lot of time there tonight. Moeller makes them both. She's got 18 points. And we are tied with 4 minutes to go. This is a good example. Don't tell me the third place game doesn't mean anything to players, okay?
Yeah, you wouldn't know that the way these two teams are playing.
3 in and out. Laddie Staller the rebound. Can't finish. Good defense by Moeller. She's played a heck of a game. Nice catch and finish. Oh my goodness. Courtney Hagemeyer. Sign her up. Nashville a 2-point lead. The sophomore off the bench. A deep reserve, and she has made her presence felt here tonight.
You gotta love that. Even looking over at Nashville's bench, they are just excited right now for Hagemeyer.
Look at her play defense too as Kinsler knocks in the 3. That's her second 3 of the night. Give her 14. And it's Olney back up by 1.
That was a great job by the senior to just try to quiet the crowd down by hitting that.
Robiak answers. Timeout. Under 3 minutes to go. It's Nashville by 2. Back after this local timeout. And we hope you're enjoying our telecast here tonight of IHSA basketball. You can also catch us on foxjocks.com live streaming. Now that goes for next weekend, the 3A, 4A girls, and both weekends of boys basketball as well. So if you're headed on spring break or out of state and you can't get it, oh, you can get it all right. All you need is a computer, foxjocks.com. And call your out-of-state friends. They want to see this one. And it was interesting. Brent McKinney was trying to call timeout after that made basket. And he told the official, you owe me 3 points, because Nashville got it quickly down the floor, and Borowiak buried the three to take a 2-point lead.
Yeah, I like the adjustment Coach Hari made against that 2-2-1. He put Borowiak instead of Newman down on the baseline, and then because that was the open shot, and she nailed that three.
Dangerous cross-court pass. McKay got a hand on it. And Stevenson did a nice job to keep him from going out of bounds. Stallard with the finish in the line. Laddie Stallard, her first field goal of the night. She's got 4. We're tied again. What a finish here in this 2A consolation game. McKay to the hoop and good. Tierney McKay with 4 points now. It's a 2-point lead for Nashville.
Both teams just seem to be a lot more confident on the offensive end right now.
Stallard's three, was that partially blocked? Or did she lose control of it? That was way off.
I just don't think she used her legs much on that shot.
2 minutes to go. 2-point lead for the Hornets. This ball game has really picked up. McKay tries to get free again. She's fouled. I believe that's against Kensler. That would be her third. Check that. It's on Stevenson. And that's her third. Melanie Ryan to check in for the Hornets. She replaces Borowiak, who hit a big three. And here comes Ebony Brumfield for Olney. Tierney McKay at the line. She missed both of her attempts tonight. The senior held to 2 points last night, just 4 here. Short on the free throw. Nice job. Moeller gets the shot off but misses, and it was Courtney Hegemeyer who got that ball, that loose ball, and tapped it to Moeller. Kensler for three, in and out. And the rebound Fart, she runs into some defensive pressure. Stallard gets it, and she's fouled.
You gotta love the hustle both teams are giving right now.
That's on McKay, and that's her fourth. 15 foul, so no bonus yet. Stevenson handles the pass out to the top of the key. 1:25 to go. That cross-court pass deflected and taken away. And Tierney McKay says, settle down, let's not get in a big hurry here. It's a 2-point Nashville lead. This has been a back-and-forth game. Not a lot of offense, although it's picked up here in the past few minutes. Coker with the steal. She tries to maintain possession of it. She does, and she'll go to the line. The foul will go against Jennifer Moeller.
Coach McKinney was calling for a foul. He wanted the team to foul, but I think he'll take that steal over a foul.
Look at Nicole Coker trying to get it. I got it. Okay, okay, I still got it. I still got it. Not a lot of style points, but she got the job done there, and she'll go to the line. Nicole Coker, a 58% free thrower. Nice touch on that one for Nicole Coker. She's got 4 points, and it's a 1-point game. We've got a timeout with 1:04 left, a 30-second timeout for Wayne Hari. Here's the foul trouble. Fark with 3, McKay now with 4, Stallard and Brumfield with 4 each for Olney. 1:04 left. This one has been interesting, if not always exciting. There are a lot of free throws in the second quarter. Olney took a little bit of a control there with a 5-point lead, but we are battling back and forth here, and it looked like maybe Olney was going to take a little bit of control. A 4-point lead in a low-scoring game is kind of a big deal, but now we've gone back and forth, and the lid is off the basket.
Yeah, definitely. I think Coach Hari obviously called this timeout to try to ice Coker at the line, and probably telling his team, you know, to be a little bit, concentrate a little bit more on the offensive end. They kind of lost their concentration. That's how Coker got that steal in a critical situation.
You're not just on the scoreboard, folks. You're on all over. Call me, okay. Oh, Superman and Batman are in the house. Oh, man. I got to find that guy. We're going to have fun after this game. If he had Spider-Man, we would be going to town, buddy. Batman can't fly. Don't tell him that, though. 1:04 left. Nicole Coker with a pretty big free throw in her young life, the 5'6" senior. 2 of 3 at the line tonight. This would tie it. Sweet. 5 points for Nicole Coker. We are tied with 1 minute left in regulation. "32 minutes might not be enough to decide this one. Hopefully this is an indicator of the kind of basketball we'll see in our championship game. Courtney Eggemeyer in there wanting the ball against Brumfield. McKay drives over the double team and scores. Well, she has struggled and stayed with it, and she gives her team a 2-point lead with 27 seconds to play.
Still plenty of time to get a good shot off for Olney.
How about the poise of a senior? Struggled all weekend to score and makes a big bucket here. Stevenson the miss. And the rebound for the senior, and she's fouled. Nicole Coker will pick up her first. And we'll go to the other end and shoot free throws for Tierney McKay. Tierney McKay, 68% for the season, 0 for 3 at the line tonight.
I was going to say for tonight, she's probably the girl you want to foul.
That one felt good. Nashville up 3. Jenna Morris and Rena Ruggles, the 2 injured Hornets, on their feet on the sideline. Second one rolls out. 3-point ball game. 10 seconds left. Gladys Stallard wants the shot. It's off the mark. Nashville the rebound. They've got a foul now. And McKay will go back to the line with 3.5 left, and that just might be enough if she can make one of these to make it a 2-possession game. Wayne Hari wants to talk about it first. 35-32, 3.5 seconds left. Tierney McKay, the senior, will go to the line and try and put this one in the bank. And you really do have to like that. I mean, I always feel bad for great players that come down here and struggle a little bit. Tierney McKay has struggled if you look at her shooting percentage and her average, but boy, she made a big shot there, didn't she?
Oh yeah, and East Richland has been keying in on her, so you got to give credit to her to have the confidence to take it in a critical situation to make that shot, and she did it, like you said, very smooth and with a lot of poise. And now she's at the free throw line to try to put this game away.
And the guy in the blue sport coat will be around for the next 3 weekends. 3A and 4A girls here next weekend at Redbird Arena, followed by the boys in Peoria for back-to-back weekends at Carver Arena. And there's nothing like March Madness in Illinois. They're feeling it. Boys, girls, whatever. There's my buddy. There's Batman. Woohoo! He's loving it. Ooh, 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 ooh. They got their fake hair. I mean, I see the West Hancock Titan over there. Nothing like it. And there's some future Hornets. We may see them in uniform with Wayne Hari down here before too long. 3.5 left. Tierney McKay still with some work to do at the free throw line. She's 1 of 5 there tonight. Missed it. Is there enough time for Olney? Nope, we got a whistle. Brett McKinney called timeout with 1 second left.
It was a good timeout because I think Coker might have traveled that.
Now we're going to have a powwow and talk about where they get the ball. They get the ball at half court. If I read the lips of one official. And there it is, West Hancock against Bristol. And what a matchup that's going to be with Courtney Lindfors and Marley Hall. The centers inside. That should be a classic.
I think it could be similar type of game. Low scoring. I think the defense is similar for both teams.
Okay, 1 second left on the clock. That's enough for a catch and a shot. It's going to have to be quick, and it's going to have to.
I think Coach McKinney was hoping to get a few more seconds on that clock.
It's a lot to ask, but it can happen. 35-32. Nashville a 3-point lead. They trailed by 5 in the second quarter. They trailed by 4 earlier in this quarter. Elite 8 trips in 01, 05, 07, and a 4th place finish in 2002 for Wayne Hari's teams.
Looks like
they're assured a trophy, but which one will it be? Wayne Hari wanted to look it over. He checked out the offensive set there for Brett McKinney, and Wayne Hari will talk about it.
Looks like Coach Hari subbed in Kayla Shar, who's a 6'1" senior, to try to obviously kind of get in the way of the inbounder.
What do you try and do here? You've got 1 second left. You're throwing it in from half court.
Yeah, they're going to have to set, obviously, I think some screens here to try to get, I would assume they're going to want Casey Kensler coming to the ball. She's hit a 3 tonight. I think she's hit 2 threes tonight.
She has. She leads the way with 14 for Olney.
But obviously right now you're telling your team that whoever can get that ball has got to be ready to shoot it.
Even the Springfield Southeast Band is enjoying it. Michael Bayer, their director, congratulations to them for making it to state. They've been here all day playing some good music. I haven't heard Lowrider today, though. I'm kind of disappointed. Usually I hear Lowrider a lot. All right, 1 second left. Let's see how Olney will play it. Laddie Stallard will throw it in. Kayla Shar, 6'1", as you mentioned, will defend the ball. Here we go. Stevenson for the win. It's off. And what a well-played 3A or 2A third-place game is what I'm trying to spit out here.
She actually got a pretty decent look there. I think she might have shocked her. She had such a good look.
35-32, Nashville goes out with the win, and only 2 teams in each class get to go out with a win on the final day of the season.
Yeah, and I just thought both teams just played extremely hard, and you know, it was back and forth, and again, it was a defensive battle.
That it was. Both teams, well, Nashville right at 39% shooting, 24% for Olney East Richland as they take home a trophy for the first time in girls basketball history. Let's go over to Kathy. She is with the victorious coach, Wayne Hari.
Thank you very much, Lee Hall and Coach Hari, to overcome such adversity with losing Ruggles, and then you lose more as your point guards to get third place here. What does it feel like?
Oh, it was surprising. I mean, they just battled their tails off. I mean, you know, we're down 4 there going in the second half, and I knew we were okay. Just, you know, we have to be pretty organized for us to win, and they just fought through some adversity there, and they fought through some organization problems that we had. You know, I'm trying to run some plays and trying to run something. Well, we don't have our personnel to do that. But, man, I'm proud as heck of those girls, and this girl right here had a heck of a game.
Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you.
Coach Wayne Hari, and now our Country Financial Player of the Game, Jennifer Moeller, who doesn't have much of a voice right now because she's a little sick, a little bit screaming a little bit here, but congratulations, 18 points, 10 rebounds, third place. What does it feel like?
Oh, it's amazing. You know, we were down at half it. We really came back. We really pulled it together. We just said, you know, who wants it more? And we really wanted it, and our team just battled back. And we're really excited right now.
Is it so much more satisfying just because you were able to overcome so much, and losing your leader, your point guard, does it mean that much more because to get third?
It means so much because we lost Rena way in the middle of the season. We had to pull it together, and then we lost Jenna, and it's just I'm just so proud of our team because we were able to pull together even though we lost both of them.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And we'll take a local timeout on the IHSA Television Network.
You do have to come here. I'm sorry, faster than I thought. Sorry.